I wanted to ask you, what other character qualities and personality traits would make a great Salesforce consultant and a fit for Uptima?
So it depends on what role you're interested in as a consultant. Some consultants like to be more on the listening side of things, right? So we'll call them note takers or process engineers. Maybe they don't necessarily want to be too terribly customer facing. They like to work more in the background of things. Maybe they want to be a configuration engineer that takes their tasks from design documents, solution architects, people like David, people like Moore, people like Gary. I think I talked a little bit about what I would consider the foundational core behaviors to make a good consultant. There's a really good book you all should read, and don't be alarmed by the title of it, but it's called Getting Naked. And this is a book that we ask everybody at Uptima to read when they onboard. So it's on Audible. You can listen to it. It's not a long read, but it's really about becoming the naked consultant. And again, don't take that the wrong way. We would like you to keep your clothes on. But it's really about being a vulnerable consultant, I suppose, having empathy for customers, how to position yourself in front of your audience, what are the key things and key behaviors that you need to embody to be a really good consultant. So I would start there with that book. Yes, thank you, Anna, Getting Naked. Yeah, so that's a great book. The author of that book has a number of other good reads as well, so you can kind of make your way through the series if you like. But if you do want to be in a customer facing role, if that is something that's very interesting to you, I think what makes really good consultants, and I'm going to look to Gary and Moore because they personify all of this. Number one, they try to put themselves in the shoes of their customers. So what are their customers trying to do? What are their key pain points? And they drill those pain points down into the persona level, right? So what does each role or each person, what are they experiencing? And they come to it with the passion of they're going to try and make that person's experience at work suck less, right? Like that's the way to, we had a customer actually say to us, we're like, so what are one of your key pain points? Like, why would you like to, what's your end goal here? They're like, we would like to eliminate human suffering, right? Because some organizations just genuinely have these legacy processes and tools in place that are horrible. I left a job once because I couldn't deal with the technology there. I was like, I can't do this anymore. So Moore and Gary, they really try to put themselves in their customers' shoes and say, okay, I'm going to try and feel this pain myself. What are the ways that I'm going to solve this? And the other characteristics to have is not only the empathy piece of it, but you've got to be resilient. To be a good consultant, you've got to be resilient, because when something goes wrong or somebody wants to blame something for somebody, they're going to blame the consultants. That's just the name of the game. And if you're looking for a consultancy to work at, what you want to ask of leadership team members is, tell me about a time that you stuck your neck out for your team in the face of losing revenue, right? That is a question that I want people to ask me. Tell me about a time you protected your team, even at the risk of losing the revenue of that customer. Ask those questions, see if those things happen inside of an organization. That'll be a big tell to culture. And those are the things that you want to pay forward, right? So those acts of kindness that were given to you in your journey of consulting, it is your responsibility to carry those forward as you make your way up, right? Building good culture, taking accountability, being a good leader, a strong leader, and more than anything, taking ownership of what you bring to the table every day. So I hope that answers your question. It wasn't a short one. I could go on for hours and hours and hours about what makes a good consultant, because it's not a straightforward answer. And be who you are. Our customers can always sniff out when we're not genuine. Just, you got to be you. You have to be yourself. If you aren't yourself, then you're selling something that doesn't exist.